Hi, Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. Went out this week, did a little thrifting. It's really hot out there. No one's really putting much stuff out there, but I think I did okay. I hope you enjoy. Pick this up for only 50 cents. It's Macbeth Evans, American Sweetheart in the pink pattern. Show you how pretty it is right here. Depression wear dates between 1930 and 1936. Believe it or not, this is a cereal bowl. It's 6 inches. It looks a little smaller, but people ate a lot less back in those days. American Sweetheart was named for Mary Pickford, who was the American Sweetheart of the day. They sell for about $5 a bowl. Picked up these 4 pieces last week at the Sebastian Goodwill. They were 99 cents for the place, and same thing for the bowls. So I paid just under $6 for all 4. They are Lenox, and they are Country Cottage. Courtyard is the pattern. The line is Country Cottage. They made a whole bunch of different patterns in that line. These date between 1989 and 1993, and they sell really well. I can ask about and hope to get $25 to $30 for these 4 pieces. I think I'm just going to sell them as a lot of 4. Got really excited when I saw this at the Goodwill. I paid $1.99 for it. You can see right here, it's Mikasa. It's made in Malaysia, and it is garden, and Lyric is the line. They made lots of different patterns in the Lyric line. This one happens to be garden, and it has a beautiful daisy pattern. I'm pretty sure, because this looks so familiar, that I've had this before and sold it before. And you know what I say, find butter dishes, pick them up, they sell, all day long. This is called square butter. I would imagine it holds a pound. And I cannot find this one listed anywhere. I can find some of the other patterns listed. Garden, by the way, dates only 1999 to 2000. I think I'm going to ask about $25 for it. I don't think I'm going to have any problem selling it. They made, as far as I can count, at least 11 different patterns in the Lyric line. I picked this up last Sunday at the Goodwill down in Sebastian, and if you remember, I was kind of complaining a little bit because yellow was the color of the week. It was Sunday. I was figuring this was half price. It was 99 cents because for some reason 99 cents is what you paid for yellow on Sunday. I still don't get it, but anyways, I'm glad I found it. Look at it. It's adorable. It, to me, looks like a true picker find. It's got a little rusting going on here. The enamel's coming off of it, but the rooster is in gorgeous shape. It had a hanger on here, so you could hang it or simply use it as a trivet. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble selling it. I'm thinking somewhere around $20 for it. This was a really, really great find. I paid 99 cents for it at the Salvation Army. And you can see right here, it says Paden Bake Serve. That's how they spelled Bake Serve. It's Paden City Pottery. And if you remember in my last video, I found the Paden City Pottery in the Shenandoah line. I found that really pretty strawberry pitcher. Anyway, you can see how pretty this piece is. They date, the Bake Serve line dates from 1931 when they first started to the very early 40s. The line was distributed exclusively by the Great Northern Products Company out of Chicago. And that back stamp, to me, dates it to the very beginning of this Bake Serve line. So I would put it right 1931, maybe 1932. I think it's a pie plate. I don't see many out there, and I've heard they're very hard to find. I do know that in 1938, Paden City, one of their best lines, Calente, which was a pastel line, and they were, you know, in competition with Fiesta and all the other pastel lines of the day, introduced their own Bake Serve in the Calente, and they were just solid, pretty colors. Like I said, it's really hard to find anything with the floral decal patterns. interesting to note, if you find one and it has a good housekeeping seal of approval, they started using that on the Paden City pottery in 1909, and in 1929 had to drop that altogether because they had a lawsuit going with good housekeeping. So that's why I think this one dates right around 1931 or 1932. I'm going to ask about $18 for it. It's in really nice shape. Picked these up last Sunday also at the Sebastian Goodwill, and you can see right here they were marked 99 cents and yellow, so I'm not going to go into that again, but I think they were worth 99 cents anyways. You can see right here they're Mikasa and they're Sarah Stone. I've recently had some Sarah Stone finds made out of Japan. The pattern is called Dauphine, and you can see they are just exactly what my kitchen looked like back in the 1970s. We had the total avocado theme going. These are in really great condition. I picked up 6 dinner plates and 10 salad plates. I paid $7.90 for the salad plates. I paid a little under $6 for the dinner plates. They're obviously 1970s. I couldn't get a direct year on these. The Dauphine pattern's kind of hard to find. I didn't see a lot of stuff out there in this pattern. And as I said previously, Sarah Stone is very similar to English ironstone. They kind of fall somewhere between porcelain and stoneware. Sarah Stone itself is made up of a combo of perlite cement and iron oxide. I think the set will sell pretty well. I think I'm going to cut them into 2 sets because they're really heavy. So that would be 3 dinner plates for $12 each and 2 sets of 5 salad plates. I'm going to try and get $20 for it. I don't think that's going to be a problem. The 70s are really, really hot right now when it comes to dinnerware. Paid $2.99 at the Goodwill, as you can see right here, for this Noritake cake plate. I think it was worth $2.99 because it's in beautiful condition with the beautiful pattern. You can see right here the back stamp is an M in a wreath. It says hand painted, made in Japan. The M stands for Muramura. The Muramura brothers started Noritake in 1904 in Tokyo, Japan. And let me turn it over and show you how pretty it is. It's got a beautiful lusterware border on it, and the hand-painted flowers are beautiful. Everything about it is beautiful. I think I'm going to ask about $20 for it. I'm going to date this piece to the 1930s, possibly the early 40s. Paid 99 cents a piece for these. These are Mexican milk glass. I'd show you the back. It does say Mexican on one of them, but it's so faint it would never show up. This is the Criso. This is made by Criso of Mexico. 1960s, early 1970s. This is a very desirable pattern. I don't see a lot of it out there. Paid $2.98 for all 3. I'm going to ask $15 for it. I don't know what the pattern name is. I couldn't find it, but I can tell you that all of the Criso patterns, they didn't really have names. They started with a CQ and followed by a number. So this is pattern CQ something. I'm not really sure, but you can see they're in wonderful condition. Found this at the Sebastian Goodwill. Always excited to find Stangl, and I picked up about 4 pieces this year. I paid $3.99 for it, which is kind of a lot, but when you're going through Goodwill and you get tired of seeing the same old 50-cent glasses and random plates, and then you see something beautiful like this down on the bottom shelf, kind of makes it all worthwhile. This piece dates to 1957. It's handmade and hand-painted. The pattern's called Antique, and it's a gold on green body. I'm going to ask about $20 for it. This is probably the 4th piece of Stangl I found in the last 6 months. It is a 8.5 inch footed bowl. I picked these up the other day at the Enjoy store. They're Best China. That's Homer Laughlin's restaurant ware. They were marked $3. They've been there for a while, and I really love the plates, and I kept saying go home and research why they're so expensive because there must be a reason, and I kept forgetting. You can see right here. It's got a pretty pattern right here, an anchor. So I finally went home and did some research on it, and I can tell you that that back stamp right there, by the way, dates it to November of 1963. Let me show you again. Sorry about that. The DK right there, that stands for 1963. The K stands for November. And turn it back over. I did find out that these are 9-inch dinner plates, which I knew all along, but they're U.S. Navy mess wardroom plates, and they're also known as anchor. They're really collectible. I'm so glad I picked them up. They sell for about, I think, $25 easily for these 2 plates. Other companies also made the exact same pattern for the military buffalo. I've seen them in Shenango. And excuse me, Homer Laughlin Best China line started making military china way back in World War I. That's my haul of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, leave me a comment. We'll see you again real soon. Bye. Enjoy. No. At the time, it's an 8.5-foot footed bowl. They're all handy. No, that's scratching my nose.